Record. Okay, so do you think this
Once it records, and I think this is the focus button.
or no, this helps to like zoom
Oh,
in
does
and
it
zoom
self-focus?
out. No, I'm Okay, hey guys. I'm really sorry I've been MIA because college has been rough. But I'm back and we're talking about none other than college. Why are we making vision boards about 2019? Because college was just oof. Okay, so here we are with Grace. So
Hi.
introduce yourself and say like your major and
Okay.
like whatever you want to say.
Hi, I'm Grace. I'm Paris's friend. I met her through dance. Yeah, I'm going to college right now. I'm a freshman and I'm a bio major.
Yes, and then I'm also a bio major in college. We're not disclosing our colleges, but we'll say we're going to disclose it.
It's just on the East Coast.
Yeah, the East Coast. So if you know us, please don't say anything. Okay, thanks.
Probably will know.
All right. Also, if you don't know what a vision board is, it's basically just where you put like inspirational quotes, pictures, anything kind of aesthetic if you want to call it that, and then like put it on a board. We got like canvas boards from Michael, and then we just put it up in our dorm or wherever we're going to put it. So then you're inspired by it every day. So yeah, the first topic we're going to be talking about in college is the first month. So how did you feel about the first month?
First month. I'm trying to think back. That was in August.
Mm-hmm.
So first month, I guess it was just like I was very excited that whole month, but then I guess like disappointed in a way too because like as like me and Paris were like talking about earlier, it's like it's a lot different than like what we expected it to be. Like
Definitely say yes to that, like preach it, sis.
like so yeah, I was disappointed that like I wasn't making as many friends as I wanted to. I wasn't sleeping as well as I wanted to. I wasn't eating as well as I wanted to. Yeah, it was like a really like hard time, honestly. To like, I feel like I feel like both me and Paris learned a lot during that time, and I'm actually kind of grateful because like I feel like we bonded a lot because I felt like this, I reached out to her and like that's when we really started talking like on a deep level.
We definitely talked about like, oh, this person wasn't doing this, or I'm just feeling really out of it right now, and like I don't really know who to talk to because like you don't really know anyone there, even though you may like go to the same state, like you might be in the same state as your high school and then you go there and like know people, you don't really talk to those people normally. If you have close friends in high school and like they might not go to the same school as you, still FaceTime them, still text them, like let them talk to you about their experience so that you know that you're not alone because it is hard. And like I know I cried about 3 times and that sounds like I'm a baby, but I'm probably not as bad as other people. So, you know, it is what it is. And don't feel bad if you just weren't thriving then. So next topic is parties. Okay, well I'll say parties at my school were pretty like, you had to RSVP to them because a lot of people went, and then for me, like I don't really like parties that much, so I honestly can say like I don't think I'm gonna be doing that much next semester.
Yeah, I really think like you have to figure out what kind of like vibe and what kind of like party environment you really like I guess, because like for me and I know for you too, like we didn't like frat houses because I don't know, I feel like there are people who like them, but for like me it was just not it because it was very usually like overcrowded, a little dirty.
Yeah, and it kind of stinks. But you can, I mean, I definitely know people who love parties, so that's just me and Grace. I don't know. It's not my secret.
But a thing that like I've heard from like all my friends about parties is that it really depends on like who you go with. You could go to like the worst party ever and go with your best friend and you guys could just like suffer together and it'll be a great memory.
Yeah.
But you could go to like a really good fun party but go with people that like you don't really like or like you're not that close with.
Yes.
And like
it's a really bad experience actually.
You're really want to leave. You're just sitting on the couch by yourself or like staring at the wall, and then at the end of the night you're like when your friends finally want to go, you're like, okay, sure, let's go.
Yeah.
Because you can't go by yourself, or you could, but like it's kind of dangerous.
Sketchy.
Like and then I went to a frat party, which I like did not really expect to enjoy, but then I went with like friends that I actually liked, and it was so much fun. So like honestly, like go with people that you like and that you know you're gonna have a good time with.
next we're gonna talk about friends. In terms of college friends, I would say like at first I had really high expectations, thinking like, oh, I'm gonna be best friends with people in my dorm. Oh, I'm gonna be like, it's gonna be easy to talk to people because nobody really has friends yet. Like it shouldn't be a problem. I'll have a nice group of friends. And I went there and didn't really do any of that. I definitely think like go in knowing that you're gonna have to put in more effort than you did in high school though. Like you have to kind of put yourself out there and make an effort to be friends with people, but like don't think that if you don't have friends yet or if you don't like the people you're hanging with at first that you're just gonna be alone for the whole time. You'll find your people. So that's what I would say.
I would say just be open to meeting people who you don't usually would hang out with in college. I feel like all my friends are very similar. Like they have a similar personality, similar likes, similar kind of like ways of talking and dressing and stuff. But like I think I really opened myself up in college and kind of just like talked to people who I normally wouldn't and like was like, hey, like you gonna go out and get lunch together, and like it was super fun. So.
Okay, next we're gonna talk about boys.
Yikes. Okay, my experience was not really like that special, but I know there's gonna be some of you guys watching that are gonna be like me, but like I don't really like my whole life I never really had a crush on anybody like seriously, or I've never like I thought people were like attractive, but I've never been like, oh my gosh, I like this person. Like you've never heard me talk about a boy really.
Seriously, never.
Like,
I did not even know if you were like, I don't know what you
like
were thinking in high
asexual
school.
or something. Like they just thought I was not able to like have that kind of feelings for someone. And then I enter college and I meet this boy that like I really like I don't know what happened to me. It just like literally hit me. I didn't know how to act. And so moral of the story is you're gonna be feeling things that you've never felt before. And like
Sounds kind of wrong.
It's not like that. I've just like grown up with a lot of guys, and like I have a lot of guy friends I would say like outside of school, and like so like I don't have any problems talking to boys, but then like as soon as I met him I was like I did not know what to say, and so that was a little bit of a problem, but
Little. Well, that was definitely.
sorry I was talking a lot.
No,
I was just like
no, it's a lot for her. Like it's part of the experience.
Yeah.
For me, I guess I was talking to this guy that wasn't even at my school, and that didn't really work out in my favor. It was very extremely hard to, maintain because he didn't live close by, and it was just hard. But like, if you're trying to do long distance, I guess that was kind of long distance. But like, you're just trying to date someone that's not in your school, I would definitely advise you to have a really strong foundation with them before if you're going to start that. Because like, I didn't really know the guy before. Like, he literally DM'd me and
through the
had to-
snaps.
Not even, it was in like a group meet. And in general, with guys that do go to your school, if you don't like them and you don't want them to do things to you, don't entertain it. If they text you late at night, just don't do it, sis, unless you want to. So next we're gonna talk about what we're really there for, which is classes, our education. So how do you think like the rigor was in terms of like high school versus college classes?
Like for me, it's different, or for us, it's different because we're both science majors, and so it is a little bit more of a rigorous course, especially if you're going pre-med. So I would say that like it was the equivalent of taking like, for me at least, for taking like 5 APs. I took 2 science classes this semester, and so like that was a little bit of a struggle. But like in all, it was just like a lot of independent work, which is what is expected in like advanced placement AP classes. So like,
if you're watching this and you're in high school right now and you're taking AP classes senior year, I would say do the AP test so you can get some credit for that and look into the college you're going into to see if they take it. And that also prepares you for college, because for me personally, like I felt as though I took 4 APs my senior year of high school, so that was a lot in itself. And then I came to college and I felt like, okay, I can do this, because it was kind of similar as in you have to do this work on your own. If you have a question about something, the teacher's not going to come up to you and ask. Like your professor might not even know your name. Oh, big tip is to get people Snap or text them or whatever, get their phone number or something from every single class you're taking so that you can contact them to study or for homework if you can't go to that class, or just for help.
and I would say like on top of that, like really take advantage of your TAs, because I feel like for me, like I could have not like a mediocre professor, but having like a really good TA was really helpful.
And we'll just talk next about roommates. So getting a roommate, like for me, I just had somebody from my high school. A lot of people did that, but like if you didn't, or if you're trying to find one now, I would definitely say go on Facebook and like find people that are similarly, you know, have the same interests as you or in the same major or something like that, and try to get to know them beforehand so that you can pick them. Otherwise, going random, like I don't know that many people that went random, but I would say like it's a hit or miss. I don't really think you should do that for freshman year just because like you already aren't like comfortable being in a dorm with another person in general. So like being in a dorm with another person you don't know, it's just I can't imagine that. So how did you find?
Oh yeah, I found my roommate. We had like a Facebook page for our class. So then I like everyone was like posting like which programs they were, which majors they were, and then I found this girl who had the same major and same program as me, and then I started messaging her, and then yeah, she just had a lot. I felt like she was a really genuine person, and like we had like very good chemistry. So then I talked to her for like over I think like a month or a couple weeks, and then I just asked her to be my roommate.
Yeah.
But I think it's also important to remember for like roommates is like you don't have to be best friends with the person. I actually think it's better not to be.
Yeah.
I think it's best to have someone that's like you can live with rather than like how good you are as friends, because like I mean me and my roommate are friends, but like I think it's more important, you know?
Yeah. But just in general, be open-minded and know that like you're living with another person, be courteous, and if you have a problem with them, talk to them about it, just because like you will go in not insane, but like you will have
It's like internally you're gonna
Yeah.
constantly be thinking about it, so you might as well just get it